Hi everybody, welcome to my review of Season 3, Episode 13 of Little Women Atlanta. If you haven't seen this episode yet, this video will act like a spoiler, so you might want to watch this video later. The name of this episode is In It to Twin It. The episode begins with the twins shown at their apartment complex with Aubrey. Then there's a knock on the door, and the person who is at the door is Minnie. Minnie comes inside and greets the twins and Aubrey. Then, Amanda asks Minnie what Juicy said to her when she pulled her aside at Juicy's birthday party. Juicy asked her why was she at the party, and Minnie said that she told Juicy that if she was a real woman, she would have invited her to the party, so she decided to go. In the commentary, Minnie says that she admits that she wasn't invited to Juicy's party, but Juicy is always bullying her, and she was not about to back down. Minnie said that she had a good time before Juicy came. Amanda asks Minnie how she felt when Juicy put her on blast. Minnie says that she wanted to flip the table on Juicy. Minnie says that they all get embarrassed because they're little people and get picked on because they're little people, but she has never gotten embarrassed like that. Then, Andrea mentions how it looked like Money was having a good time at the party. In the commentary, Amanda says that she was a little surprised that Money was flirting with another guy at Juicy's party. Minnie shows the twins the pictures of Money flirting with the man at the party. Minnie says that she needs to sit down to talk to Money about what she did at the party before someone else brings up those pictures and shows Marlon. In the next scene, Money and Juicy go to a restaurant. Juicy said that her party was crazy, and even though an uninvited guest showed up and caused a scene, she still had a good time. Money asks Juicy why did she do her countdown at her party. Juicy says that Minnie wasn't personally invited to her party, and she asks Money why would someone go somewhere if they don't like that person. Money says that that's kind of disrespectful. Juicy says that putting a chicken wing on top of her bobblehead is disrespectful. Money says she had no idea all of that was going on. Juicy mentions how Money was chilling with a guy named Greg at the party. Money says that it's not like that, and she is Team Marlon. Juicy says that Money needs to watch what she does in public. She says that Minnie took a picture of Money at the party. Money says that Greg is a good friend of Marlon and hers, and he's just a friend. And she hates that people were taking pictures of her, especially Minnie, and she needs to talk to Minnie because she and Marlon are good, and she doesn't need that getting back to him because he'll get the wrong idea. Juicy says that the internet is crazy and she doesn't know how people think. And what if those pictures got back to Marlon? She says that maybe Minnie is mad because they're close and Money doesn't know what people are up to. Money says while Minnie is in her business trying to break up her marriage, Minnie needs to check herself because they don't need any little people walking around like they're homewreckers. Next, Andrea is shown at her house. She gets a knock on her door, and guess who was at the door? Sam! She has returned to Atlanta. I missed Sam. Sam says that she's staying with Andrea and not Tanya because she hasn't spoke to Tanya since their fight. Sam says she's bound to cross Tanya eventually, but she'll cross that bridge when she gets there. Andrea tells Sam what happened with the bobblehead incident at the casino party, and then she tells her that Minnie showed up to Ms.Juicy's birthday party uninvited, and how she got escorted out. In the commentary, Sam says that the fighting never seems to stop with the girls. She hopes coming back to Atlanta was a good idea, and she's not sure if she's ready to be thrown back into that crazy mess again. Andrea tells Sam that Nico came back to Atlanta, but he left the next day. Sam says that she knew that Nico was going to bail out on Tanya, and she let Tanya do what she had to do. Sam says she's worried about her best friend, but she's hurt about how Tanya treated her. Sam said that she didn't want to stay with Tanya because she knew Nico would bail out, and she did not want to deal with things going downhill with him and Tanya, and she wouldn't be able to handle it. She mentions how Tanya is going to have another child by that man, and 9 times out of 10, he will not be there to help take care of the child. In the next scene, Tanya is shown at her house. Her friend Sabirah comes to visit her. Tanya says that Sabirah is in town for a couple of gigs. She and Sabirah used to dance together before she became a mother. Tanya says that Sabirah has 4 kids and she's still dancing. Wow. I'll talk about that later. Sabirah asks Tanya how she's doing. Tanya says that she's focusing on her business since her kids are with Devon, and getting her company in order, especially with the baby coming. Tanya asks Sabirah what's going on with her. Sabirah says that she's just been working, and she'll be in Atlanta for a few weeks. Tanya says that Sabirah can meet the ladies since she's in town. Tanya says that when Sabirah meets the girls, she'll start off being reserved, but she has strong opinions and knows how to turn up. Tanya mentions how Sam was living with her at one point. Sabirah says that she was going to ask Tanya about Sam. In the commentary, Tanya says that Sabirah and Sam are also friends, and she's not sure that Sabirah knows what went down between her and Sam. Tanya tells Sabirah that she and Sam had an argument and Sam left. Sabirah asks Tanya if she knows that Sam is in town. Tanya says no. Sabirah asks Tanya if she thinks that Sam has any hard feelings towards her. Tanya says she doesn't know, and it's messed up how Sam didn't tell her that she was in town. Next, the twins go to a restaurant to meet with their managers to talk about a possible gig. Andrea says that they really don't want to be known as the twerking twins anymore, and that will be their first hosting gig picked out by their managers. The twins' manager says that they have 3 or 4 appearance opportunities for the twins. They tell them about the different clubs that they can perform at, and the twins choose a club called the Havana Club. Next, Minnie and Money meet up for drinks. In the commentary, Money says that she knows that Minnie has pictures of her and Greg in her phone, and she needs to do some damage control. Minnie tells Money that there are people taking pictures at the party, and she took a couple of pictures herself to show Money how she was around Greg at the party. Money says that Minnie was being like a paparazzi. Minnie says that she wasn't, and she wanted to show Money how she looked at the party once she sobered up. Money says that Minnie could have just told her, and if Minnie is her girl, why was she taking pictures? And it looked like she was shady and had other intentions. And she wasn't expecting Minnie to take pictures like other people at the party were doing. Money says that she wants to see Minnie delete the pictures if there's no shade. Then Minnie deletes the pictures. In the commentary, Minnie says that it's clear that Money doesn't trust her, and it's obvious that Juicy's been whispering in her ear. Minnie says that Money was giving her crap about taking pictures. Money asks Minnie why she took pictures of her and Greg. Money says that if she was concerned about Minnie, she wouldn't be worried about grabbing her phone. She says that Minnie was acting shady, and it doesn't look cool. In the next scene, Tanya and Juicy go to a spa. Then, Juicy and Tanya get foot massages, and Tanya brings up how Juicy was rough with Minnie at her birthday party. Juicy says that Minnie still wanted to act a fool, so she told Minnie to stay outside. But it is what it is. Then Tanya asks Juicy if she knows that Sam is back in town. Juicy says no. Juicy says that Sam doesn't know that Nico is gone, and Tanya says that she still hasn't talked to Sam. Juicy says that Tanya picked Nico over Sam. Tanya says that it's not like she picked Nico over her, but she was giving Nico a second chance. It's not like she kicked Sam out, because Sam chose to leave. She points out how Sam is staying with someone, and she made plans to come back, and she didn't say anything to her. Next, Sabirah visits Sam at Andrea's apartment. Sabirah introduces herself to Andrea. Sabirah mentions how she saw the twins on social media twerking, and she thought that they were cool. And then, Andrea asks Sabirah if she wants to go to their gig. Sabirah says that she'd love to. She asks Andrea if she and Amanda will be twerking. Andrea says that they'll be hosting and maybe dancing a little, and her sister are trying to go beyond twerking. Wonderful. Sabirah asks what's going on between Tanya and Sam. Sam says that she hasn't really talked to Tanya since she left. In the commentary, Sam says since Nico is gone, she's not sure where she and Tanya stand. Sabirah says that she and Sam should just go visit Tanya and see if she's okay, as friends. Sam says that she felt like Tanya was choosing Nico over her. Sabirah says that she can understand having baby daddy drama because she has 4 kids of her own. Andrea says that Sam is like her sister because she's telling Tanya what is up, and she is right about it. Andrea says that it's hard because you love that person so much and you do so much for them and they just leave you. Sabirah says that that's why they all need to stick together. Sam said that she didn't want to give Tanya a hard time, but she's a hard-headed person, and if you come for her, she'll come for you. In the next scene, Sabirah and Sam go to Tanya's house. Sam says that Sabirah convinced her to have a talk with Tanya. Sam asks Tanya where Nico is. Tanya says Nico moved out and he was complaining about not having time for himself, and he's not ready for a new baby, but he's still adjusting to being a dad, and he doesn't want to be in a relationship with her. Sam says that it doesn't feel good that she was right, and she thinks that Tanya deserves way better. Sam tells Tanya that she doesn't want to tell her that she told her so, and Tanya had her mind somewhere else, and it ended up being what they didn't want. Sam says that she hopes that Tanya doesn't put herself in a situation like that again. Tanya says she's feeling real dumb, and Nico wanted her to give him a chance, and she felt that for the kid's sake she should have given him another chance. Sabirah says that she and Sam will be there for Tanya. Sam says that she doesn't know what it's like to have a kid, so she can't act like she knows how Tanya feels. Sam tells Tanya that she's sorry that she acted the way she did before she left, and Tanya says it's okay. And I know that I've said this like 10 times, but I am happy that Sam is back. So I guess now Tanya and Sam are on, I don't know, alright terms. Yes, once again, Sam was right about Nico bailing out. Sam knows what is up. Hopefully Sam moves back in with Tanya to help with her kids, you know. Minnie and Marlon are shown at their apartment. Marlon says that he's sure that a lot of stuff went down at the party. Then he asks Minnie if she didn't do anything she wasn't supposed to do while she was at the party. In the commentary, Minnie says she's beginning to wonder if someone already mentioned something about Greg to Marlon. Minnie says that she saw Greg at the party. She says that they had some shots, and Greg asked her about Marlon. Minnie says that she heard that people were taking pictures of them and making it seem like it was more than it was. Marlon asks what was Minnie doing to make people take pictures of her. Minnie said it's because she was having a conversation with Greg. Marlon asks Minnie if she thinks that she was being a little too affectionate. Minnie says that she feels like she was being herself. Marlon says if it smells like a rat, it's a rat. Minnie says because of Marlon's job, she feels like they go through a lot. Minnie says that she doesn't have a history of lying, and the best thing that she can do is control her communication with Marlon, because the problems that they had in the past had to do with communication. And she's just sitting there trying to communicate with him, and he's making her feel like she's not being 100 with him, and she's bringing it to his attention. Then Minnie starts to get emotional. Marlon tells Minnie to be mindful of what she was doing looked like. Minnie says she is mindful of what it looks like, and that's why she brought it to his attention. And then Marlon says that's all they need to talk about. Minnie says that with Marlon's job, they go through things, and he's always gone, and she wishes that he could find something local so he can be home. Marlon says that he's working on that as they speak, and he has some other options, and everything is going to work out. That drama with Minnie and her friend Greg, I think that's just unnecessary drama, you know. Just had to add that into the show just to have one more dramatic element to the episode. That wasn't even worth documenting, you know, but at least it's over. At least it's not a big problem. At least we know that Minnie is not cheating on anybody. Because when I saw that sneak preview, it kind of made me assume that she was really flirting with him, but at least she explained herself and said that she was not flirting, and explained that Greg is a good friend of her and Marlon. I agree with Minnie about how Minnie should have just pulled her aside and chatted with her instead of taking pictures. You know, that's kind of messy, you know, because she could have shown them those pictures. She could have sent those pictures to Marlon. But Marlon found out somehow. If you're a real friend, you just pull them aside and talk to them. Tell them what's up, instead of just taking pictures. But at least that's over. In the next scene, the twins are practicing for their gig. Then Jordan comes into the room. He asks the twins if they're excited about their first gig. They say that they are nervous. Then Jordan tells the twins that they've been in front of a crowd before. Amanda says that's a big step for them. And then she asks what if the people start laughing at them if they mess up. Jordan asks the twins who's perfect in this world, and he says that everybody messes up. He tells the twins that they're going to do good and not to get nervous. That's really nice. Jordan is really being supportive of the twins in this, you know. And what he said was nice and encouraging. Reminds them that no one's perfect. No one gets things right on the first time. Kudos to him. The twins and Jordan arrive to the venue of the gig. And then the ladies, Marlon and Sabirah, arrive to the venue. Amanda asks where Tanya is. Sam says that she didn't call her and maybe Tanya wasn't feeling well. Amanda introduces herself to Sabirah and asks Sabirah what she does for a living. Sabirah says that she shakes her behind for money. She says that she's not going to sugarcoat it, and she said that it makes good money and it pays her bills. And she asks the twins if they do that too. Andrea says that they did that, but not anymore. Then Sabirah says that that night she might bring the twerk out of the twins. Then the twins and the ladies enter the club venue in the VIP section near all of the club goers. Then the twins go in and introduce themselves, and they ask the crowd if they're ready to party, and the crowd isn't really feeling them. Then the twins start dancing a little bit, and Sabirah is just throwing shade at them. Then Sabirah decides to get up and start twerking, and then the crowd starts going kind of wild for her. Then after that, the twins tell the crowd goodnight. Then all the ladies exit the club and they go into the parking lot, start talking blah 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 blah. And then Amanda says that Sabirah was making faces at them. Then she asks if Sabirah had a problem with her and her sister. And then Sabirah says that since they're the twerking twins, they should have been twerking it and working it. Amanda says that she doesn't have to twerk. Sabirah says that the people were falling asleep. Amanda says that she doesn't have to step up to Sabirah's level. Then Sabirah says that when she got up and started shaking her behind, the crowd was going wild. And then the twins and Sabirah started going back and forth, and Sam, tries to keep a distance between them. And according to Minnie, Sabirah called the twins out for having little fingers, but she's a little person too. And then the people in the parking lot start looking at the twins and Sabirah arguing. Sabirah tells Amanda no one came to see her talk, they came to see her twerk. In the commentary, Money says that people are watching all that go down, and it's not a good look for the twins. They're trying to class up their hosting gigs, and it does not get any less classy than what they were doing. Then Ms.Juicy separates Sabirah from the group, and the twins start following them and yelling at them still. And Ms.Juicy's holding Sabirah back, then Sabirah starts twerking at them a little. Then they get separated a little more, they, walking on the sidewalk. The twins take their high heels off. Sabirah tells the twins that all they do is talk, and she asks where Jordan is. Then Amanda asks Sabirah where her baby daddy is, and that she has 2 baby daddies, blah blah blah. Then 2 strangers hold the twins back and pull them away from Sabirah. And the twins are yelling and shouting, using the B word a lot, and I could not tell what they were saying. Then Juicy and Sabirah are like 40 feet away from the twins and the rest of the ladies. And then Sabirah flicks them off, makes some more insults towards the twins. And then they go their separate ways. And that's the end of the episode. Whew, mess. There's always some drama when they bring new people into the circle. You feel me? Let's talk about Sabirah. She has 4 kids, but she is doing twerking gigs. Come on now. What kind of example are you setting for your kids? You're letting your kids know that all money is good money. All money is not good money, That's not a great way to represent yourself. Now you're on TV. Everybody knows that you dance. And she's proud of it. She's proud that she has a job of shaking her behind. She's proud of it, which is not good. Come on now. Wonder if she has any daughters. What if she has daughters? I wonder what they think of her, When you're somebody's mother, you need to be a role model, okay? I really think that she should have quit doing the twerking stuff and gotten herself a real job, Start your own business, get a degree, something, I wonder what her sons think of that. Over at the club, I don't think that Sabirah should have started twerking because she just totally stole the twins' light. That was the twins' event that they were hosting, and she just took the attention off of them and onto her. She should have just at least shown some support by encouraging the crowd to cheer them on, getting the crowd to start a chant or something, Now, I also think that it's not okay that she was telling the twins that they need to twerk, twerk, twerk. Okay, you like to twerk, good for you. You stay in your lane, let the twins improve themselves. Let the twins, go beyond twerking. I think it's good that the twins are going beyond twerking because that's affecting their representation. They're objectifying themselves as women and as little people, So, Sabirah should have just stayed in her lane and just shown support for the twins. And I'm just sure she just had to start some drama for the show. And she still shouldn't have told the twins that they needed to twerk. She also shouldn't have thrown shade at them. And as for the twins with this gig business, You know, they just need more practice. That's their first gig. They need to come up with lines that they can say at like every club. Like, I'm Amanda and I'm Andrea and together we're the Tiny Twins. Something like that, you know. Something cute like that to keep the crowd's attention, you know. Practice makes perfect. And Nico is going to be back next episode. Looking forward to that. Seeing how that goes down. He's foolish. Because he can make kids, but he can't take care of them. And he's all talking about he wants time for himself. It's time for him to grow up. He's a father now. And in the coming attraction for next episode, I heard Tanya say that Vaughn is moving in. So I think that's better. Devon is a better father than Nico. She's taking his own child and a child that isn't even his under his wing every now and then to take care of them. And I think that's good. I think Devon is a better fit, you know, to help with the kids. Kudos to him. He deserves so much kudos, you know. He's taking responsibility. Devon is a real father. He will be a better candidate to be living with Tanya, you know. And then they showed Nico saying that he has a problem with Vaughn moving in. What? What do you mean? You have a problem with Vaughn moving in. But you said that you didn't want to have a relationship with Tanya. Are you jealous? Cause you had your chance to move in with Tanya and be with your son. And you blew that in what? 1 day? 2 days? You blew that, so why are you worried? I guess we're gonna find out more about that. And also, Tanya's having a baby shower next episode. You're gonna find out the gender of the baby. I don't know if they're gonna reveal the size of the baby, hopefully. I'm going to make a poll on Twitter so you guys can vote on what gender and size you think Tanya's baby will be. I literally have no idea. Remember, I really guessed Andrea's baby size easily. I literally have no idea. So this should be more interesting and more surprising for me. So the link to that Twitter poll, if I've made it yet, will be in the description. And if I can, I'll put the link on the end screen. But hurry up and vote. You have like 7 days to vote on that poll. So hurry, hurry, hurry. Okay? And that's all I have to say for this video. Sorry I took super long with the extra commentary after the review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you guys liked this video. Hope you found it helpful. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter at ILUMoreThanThis. Keep an eye out for my Little Women Atlanta tweets. And that's where you can also find my Twitter poll that I just talked about. Subscribe to my channel. And if you have subscribed, turn on my notifications. You can check out my old Little Women Atlanta review videos. Little Women Dallas is coming back on April 12th. So if you kind of want to catch up on what's been happening on Little Women Dallas, you can check out my reviews for that show too. That's all I have to say. I'm done. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.